Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm News 8 meteorologist Ashley Baylor in the News 8 Now Stream Center. We made it to the end of the week, but has been a bumpy ride the last 24 hours or so because the weather, what haven't we had at this point? We've had clouds, we've had some sunshine, we've had some rain showers, we've even had some snow, but not everybody's seen the snowflakes flying. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about who did see the snow, and it was mostly along and points west of the Route 7 corridor. That's where we saw the snowflakes flying. There were some minor accumulations, most of which was on the grass, on decks, on patios. Most of this was not on the roadways, of course. For the most part, the roads are still a little bit too warm for the snow to stick. But we did pick up about 2 inches in Ridgefield, 1.5 inches in Stamford, about 1 inch in Warren, about 1/2 inch in Norwalk, and not even 1/4 inch in New Hartford. Now let's talk about these rainfall totals that we've had since Thursday morning. Some pretty healthy totals here. We picked up almost 2 inches of rain in Hamden, about 1.5 inches in Southington, pretty close to that in Middlefield, about 1.33 inches in Norwich, and also in Storrs. So, of course, this is much needed rain. This is beneficial rain. Now, will it completely alleviate the drought? No, unfortunately it won't, because we are in such a deficit. But of course, some is better than none, and this will help a little bit. Now let's take a look at our satellite and radar composite. We have this sizable area of low pressure that's not just impacting us here in New England, but you can see it extends through the mid-Atlantic states. Most of the snow right now falling across Pennsylvania and into upstate New York, the Catskills, the Poconos, picking up some very healthy snowfall amounts. Now, as I zoom in a little bit closer, you'll notice that if you were out in eastern Connecticut, you probably saw some breaks of sunshine today, but across central and western parts of the state, we've been socked in with the clouds, and there's that very clear temperature difference between the places that have seen sunshine and the places that have been dealing with more clouds. Now, as we head through this afternoon and into the evening hours, we may still see some sunshine, but mostly if you're in western Connecticut, I'm not as optimistic that you'll see any sunshine. But there's the difference in temperatures right there. Notice we're still stuck in the 30s in Danbury, Waterbury, and Torrington, but we've at least made it into the mid-40s across the central part of the state. Out towards Lisbon and New London, they've made it into the upper 40s. In fact, they did hit 50 degrees earlier on. Now, despite the fact that we have this south wind, temperatures are definitely on the chilly side, that wind ranging anywhere between 5 to about 14 miles per hour. So it is dialing back a little bit. So our hour by hour, that is going to show you the way this low is going to kind of pivot and go out to sea. So what happens later on this evening and overnight is that we kind of get on the back end of this low. So it's going to end up bringing us more clouds. It's going to bring us some on and off showers overnight, especially up in the higher elevations. You may see those wet snowflakes mix in with those raindrops. And then here we are at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, where most of the state is still going to see some lingering showers. But eventually that rain is going to dive south and push out to sea. So by midday tomorrow, yeah, we're still going to be dealing with clouds, and there could even be some lingering showers in eastern Connecticut, but overall conditions will improve for Saturday afternoon. At least things will get brighter. The only problem with tomorrow, we're going to have a pesky northwest wind, and that is going to keep temperatures on the chilly side. So tonight, cloudy with passing rain and snow showers. Snow showers, of course, more likely the higher you are in elevation as temperatures dip into the mid and upper 30s. And then tomorrow, morning showers giving way to drier afternoon. Temperatures should range anywhere from the mid 40s to about 50 degrees, but with that northwest wind, it's definitely going to feel like it's in the 40s all day long, maybe even the upper 30s in some spots. So here's a look at your 8-day shoreline forecast, where of the 2 weekend days, Sunday's definitely the better because it will be brighter and a little more seasonal with highs in the lower 50s. Things are looking good for Monday as well, but as we go into Tuesday, we are going to be tracking some more rain showers. So if you're maybe trying to get to your Thanksgiving destination early on Tuesday, well, the showers may slow you down a little bit. Of course, Wednesday, one of the busiest travel days of the year. So far, Wednesday looks perfectly fine, especially if you're staying locally or anywhere across southern New England. But yes, things could take an interesting turn by Thanksgiving and Black Friday. We are tracking a storm system nearby. Our models are in agreement that there is a storm system nearby, but what they're not quite in agreement with is whether we're going to see more rain, whether we're going to see more snow, or a mix of both. So here's what I'm going with right now. Even though our GFS, our American model, is actually showing drier conditions for Thanksgiving, the European not quite taking that. It's saying, well, no, I think I see some light rain showers coming in for Thanksgiving afternoon, but then switching over to light snow for Thursday night on into Black Friday. The GFS, on the other hand, does show some precip on Friday, but it shows mostly rain showers. So while, again, they agree that there's a storm nearby, they're not quite agreeing as to exactly what we're going to see and when we're going to see it. So, of course, that is a forecast we're going to be fine-tuning over the coming days. So in the meantime, if you're traveling this week, definitely want to keep an eye on the situation and see how that storm evolves. But, you know, it's nice to finally get some rain back in the forecast. I'm sure the pretty snow actually made a few people happy. There are some huge snow lovers out there. Chief Meteorologist Gil Simon, he loves the snow, so I know it was probably enjoyable for some folks. The rain, you know, it's one of those things, at least for me, if it's that cold, where it's just that cold, pesky rain like it kind of is today, it might as well snow. I'm not a fan of cold rain. I'm a meteorologist. I'm supposed to love all types of weather. But a cold rain, I don't know who loves the cold rain. I'm definitely not a fan. And anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. We hope to see some of you tomorrow for our great Thanksgiving food drive. That'll be at Connecticut Food Share in Wallingford. It's right off of exit 15 off 91. We will be there from 11 to 1 o'clock. And you don't have to stand out in the elements. We have to stand out in the elements. So all you got to do is pull up in your car, and we'll happily take the groceries or the monetary donations from you. You stay in the warm car. So we, again, would love to see you out there. Every little bit helps. The need keeps growing every single year. So we hope to do a lot of good things this Saturday in preparation for those families who will need that come Thanksgiving and just come the holiday season in general. Out in the meantime, we keep it light, we keep it moving. Hope you have a great weekend. And hey, if I don't see you between now and Thanksgiving, hope you have a great Thanksgiving as well. Take care.